Fast closing, we buy houses. If you are a property owner and in need of instant cash, we buy houses in Canada can assist you. Professional real estate investors group PREIG Canada members with extensive knowledge, background and training. Support We Buy Houses in Canada. You might be aware of advertisements on Canadian real estate investors who purchase houses for cash entirely with fast closing to satisfy the needs of sellers. You may ask yourself what sort of business is buying houses? There are several reasons for buying houses in Canada and so, for selling houses. When we buy houses in Canada, we repair the house then sell it for a profit. We are able to get the repairs done for a very cheap price as construction companies offer specialized discounts to people who offer them a lot of work. The house is sold when repairs are completed. Afterwards, we buy more houses, fix and resell them. It is called fixing and flipping houses in Canada. You might be asking yourself, how come the property owners wants to sell his/her home to Canadian real estate investors for a cheap price? There could be many reasons behind it, which include situations not under their control. Some reasons for which the property owners become panic sellers include deaths, loss of job, drugs, etc. The reason we buy houses in Canada is because some people are in dire need for quick cash due to foreclosure, power of sale, delinquent payments, tax arrears, judgments, liens and/or property requires a lot of repair or updating. Sometimes it is because someone got a job and needs to move elsewhere. Another reason could be the divorce of a couple and selling the house would facilitate the liquidation of assets. The reason for Canadian homeowners to sell their houses to Canadian real estate investors is to avoid going through a lengthy process of a real estate agent. It is very costly for the homeowner to hire an agent, manage the costs of repairs and the commission of agent, which could be avoided in case of a cash buyer. If Canadian homeowners sell their houses privately, it may not be the best option. Simply selling your home to a cash buyer would facilitate the process heavily, rather than having to perform repairs and allow unknown people into the house. We buy houses in Canada by simply giving the owner cash and taking the property. It is very easy and does not involve any difficulties or costs. If a Canadian homeowner wants to sell his or her house to a cash buyer, he or she can simply call them to take a look at their house. Canadian real estate investor would make an offer after looking through the house. A closing date would be set by both parties after they have negotiated the price. The investor or the lawyers will make all the paperwork. The entire process might last for only a few days. If you wish to sell your house immediately, you would have many advantages of selling it to a cash buyer. The main reasons for using a Canadian real estate investor include: 1. You do not need to put your house on the market by yourself. 2. It is a long process to go and sell it through an agent. 3. You are not obliged to pay any commission. 4. In order to qualify for a mortgage, you do not have to wait for anybody. 5. You can avoid power of sale and foreclosure. 6. You can avoid consumer's proposal or bankruptcy. 7. You do not have to set appointments with buyers. 8. No commission means more savings for the seller. 9. We buy houses for cash in Canada as is, and where is. 10. No need to repair. 11. Fire, water or wind damage properties. 12. Basement with leaks. 13. Tenants that are not good. 14. Property need to be repaired. 15. Dead parent's house for sale. 16. Tax sale. 17. Auctions. 18. Services for relocation. 19. Partner buys out. 20. Stigmatized properties. 21. Ex grow up. 22. Former meth labs. 23. Ghost houses. 24. Deficient of cash to finish the repairs. 25. Personal problems. 26. Drugs, addiction or sickness. 27. Presently need cash. 28. Traveling. 29. Problems related to family. 30. Anything else, incidental. Overall, selling to a Canadian real estate investor is the best option. It does not involve a middleman and finishes much quicker. If the homeowner chooses to sell his or her house to a cash buyer, the process would be much quicker than having an agent sell it. That is the reason we buy houses for cash in Canada. Call or text us at 1-416-409-7300. Serving Canadians who are in desperate need to sell their property.